Hello everyone, have a wonderful morning to you all. See, this is our last period before your pre-mid-year exam, okay. So, I wanted to give you some instructions. Your exam will be on only two lessons, lesson number 1 and lesson number 7, okay. And your paper will be of 30 marks. How many marks? 30 marks paper will be there. Out of 30 marks, 10 marks objective questions. Is it visible, Priyanka? 10 marks objectives will be there and remaining 20 marks subjective. Subjective means question answers. Now question answer includes 1 mark question, 2 mark question and long answers for 4 marks also. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to read the lessons also, because the questions may come from inside the lesson. Don't be dependent on the questions which are given in the exercise only, because I can give questions from inside the lesson also. Okay, is it clear everyone? And your pre-mid-year exam means the question paper you will get on the portal on the decided date only. You have to see the question paper. It will get loaded on your mobile or whatever you are using. No, you have to write your name, class and section. No need to write your roll number there. Then don't copy the questions from the question paper, just write answers on the answer sheet. If it is objectives then also, and if it is subjective then also. Means for objectives as well as subjectives you have to write answers only. No one will copy the questions. Why? Because after finishing the paper you have to scan, or you have to take the image of that answer sheet and you have to upload that on the portal. So if you start writing the questions, then the number of pages will increase and the size of your image will also increase. So avoid that. Okay, is it clear? Is there any difficulty? We have already finished 2 lessons. Question answers also over. Yesterday only have given the question answer of lesson number 7, and so what you have to do is you have to learn the HTML coding also. Means coding may come in the exam. Okay. So that's it. That's all what I wanted to tell you. Now Ganesh Andare sir will continue the class. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day and best of luck for your exam.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, students. We are having the exam, pre-mid exam on English, the first paper that you are going to attempt. So accordingly, I just tell you about the pattern, how will be there. Is that clear? The first question, it is of one word answers. 6 one-word questions are there and you need to answer within 1 word. Is that clear? And for that purpose you need to go through the textual or the text or the lessons in detail. If you are reading the lessons in detail, some references of the time, some references of the places or some incidents you have to remember. Is that clear? You read it carefully in detail, then only you will be able to write the 1 word answer. Is that clear? So that is of 6 marks. Second question will be there for short answer questions. 5 short answer questions are there from the lesson only. Exercise already we have taken. Those notes you are having. So short answers are there, 5 into 2, that is 10 marks will be there for short answers. Is that clear? 2 marks each. And third question is there, that is for long answers. long answer question is there, that is for 4 marks. Is that clear? So there will be a choice, internal choice, 2 questions I will be asking, and out of it you have to write 1 question only. Is that clear? For 4 marks. Okay. So we are having syllabus of 3 lessons only, that is for second, third. Okay. And last is what? Fourth question will be there for grammar. Textual grammar is there, like of kinds of sentence, and some parts are there, prefix or whatever the textual grammar is prescribed for you, that will be there for 5 marks. Is that clear? And the last one is of comprehension, that unseen paragraph will be there and you need to answer, that is for 5 marks. Altogether 30 marks. Is that clear? Again I am telling you, 1 word answer, that is for 6 marks. Then second is short answers, that is of 5 into 2, 10. And long answer, internal choice is there, you need to write only 1, that is for 4 marks. And then grammar is there for 5 marks, 5 sentences will be there. And last is that of passage, that is unseen passage, comprehension, you need to write the answers for that, that is 5 marks. Altogether 30 marks are there. So do well, write the paper properly and send your images properly. Is that clear? I want beautiful handwriting so that I could read. If I am unable to read your handwriting, I will put 0 marks only. Is that clear? So for English I need beautiful handwriting. Okay, very systematically you have to write the paper. Okay, now we are moving towards the next topic, that is about poem. We have finished the last lesson, that is Set Our Children Free. 4th lesson I have given the notes as well. At the same time dictionary work already over. Determiners I gave you already. Okay, only that I think so that J section was remaining. You have to take the answers for that, then we will move forward. Writing skills I have given already the homework, but only few students have given, approximately 25 students have sent me that writing skill. Remember that enrichment activity is there. Under that enrichment activity I have given you that homework, that is writing skill. It is compulsory for everyone to attempt that question because of enrichment activity. Is that clear? Send it as early as possible for checking. Okay. Now moving towards the J section, you need to write that determiners, particularly determiners we have taken that 2 types. One is what? Specific determiners, and second is what? General determiners. Is that clear? J section, what I am telling you now, circle the correct determiners given within the brackets. You are having the 2 options. First one, the and an. Culture of silence and neutrality was challenged in the speech. See that the first word, culture, that C is there, first letter. So it is not a kind of a vowel sound, and that is why it is consonant, and that is why and should not be there. So the is to be used for specific purpose, because here culture of silence, it is a specific word, specific culture pointing out. That is why the should be used as determiner. Is that clear? The culture of silence, not general culture, but it is culture of silence, particularly belonging to the people who are remaining silent and not showing any protest. That is why the should be used. Is that clear? Are you having doubt? Do you have doubt? Okay. Now second, I am going forward. Have you heard ... that what any or few speech given by a Nobel Prize winner? Okay, answer is that any speech. Have you heard any speech? It is what? Particularity. Is that clear? Means in specific he is asking that have you heard few speech? No, because speeches should be there. If few is there, then we will have to add plural form speeches. But here any speech, that is what? Single one, because speech is singular here. That is why you have to write any. Have you heard any speech given by a Nobel Prize winner? That is interrogation, question mark. Is that clear? Third one, my and mine maths project won the first prize. Generally we are taking my, that is what? Determiner, personal determiner, but that is what? Possessive determiner. How possessive? See that possessive, sorry, it is not determiner, it is pronouns here. Possessive pronoun my. belongs to that, because maths project belonging to that particular person. That is why my, not mine. It is my maths project won the first prize. Fourth one, have you seen few children or some children walking down this road? Is that clear? Next one, children should spend more time, because comparison is there, okay, not most time, okay, here comparison is there, more time in compared to other activity. So when it is used, you need to write more. Children should spend more time reading than playing video games. Got it now? They have to spend more time reading in compared to playing video games. Is that clear? It is advised to you also. Okay, now spend more time for reading, because exam is there. Okay, listening skill we will take later, speaking as well, writing already done, speech writing already I told how to attempt. Is that clear? Now fifth poem I am going to forward. Fifth lesson, that is what poem, I remember, I remember. This is Thomas Hood's poem. Got it? Most of the time students, we like to go into the past memories. Why past memories? Because these are the cherished golden memories of our life that makes us very happy, because we are now growing. As we are growing up, we are having many responsibilities, and in that we have forgotten to laugh. Take the example of me, for example, that we are the people, those who are having most of the time that facing many challenges, responsibilities are there, so we forget to laugh. But it is now your childhood that you can lead happily, you can laugh, because the time will come in your life, that time will become serious, matured, right? That time will forget to laugh, giggle or dance, whatever the childhood memories. So here Thomas Hood has compared the past life, that was the childhood life of him, to the present life. Present life, that is the bitter reality, where we cannot enjoy, because society will ask, yeah, you are not a child, how could you dance, how could you laugh like that? Got it? We have to show our serious grave faces, even though the joke is there. Okay, so it is what the reality of life, bitter reality of life. So this is what called nostalgia. Nostalgia means longing for the past memories, getting into the past memories, that is nostalgia. Sometimes we are looking into zero. Looking into zero means we are not doing anything, but we are staring at one point, that is looking into zero. Means it means that our mind still working in that state, that is state of mind. Conscious level or unconscious level, subconscious level, the three levels are there of mind. So in that level we are having that remembrance, that is past memories. So that is nostalgia. Most of the time we are recapitulating or we are retrieving the past memories. That is, he is doing that same thing. I am reading the poem in front of you, have the pronunciation I am reading now in front of you, follow it properly. Then I am going to explain. I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn. He never came a wink too soon, nor brought too long a day. But now I often wish the night had borne my breath away. I remember the roses, red and white, the violets, the lily cups, those flowers made of light, the lilacs where the robin built, and where my brother sat, the laburnum on his birthday, the tree is living yet. I remember where I was used to swing, and the thought the air must rush as fresh to swallows on the wing. My spirit flew in feathers then, that is so heavy now, and summer pools could hardly cool the fever on my brow. I remember the fir trees dark and high. I used to think their slender tops were close against the sky. It was a childish ignorance, But now this little joy to know that I am farther off from heaven than when I was a boy. Then what? When I was a boy. See the first stanza, very simple one to understand. It is a rhythmic quality of the poem that makes it beautiful. Is that clear? I remember, still I remember, my friends, I remember the same house where I was born and brought up. Is that clear? In the company of nature, in the company of my parents, in the company of relatives, I still remember the house, same house where my childhood memories are spent, are stayed, okay, still there. The little window through which I used to see the beautiful scenery, through which the sun every day came peeping in, looking into, came peeping in at morn. Morn means at morning time, peeping into, looking into, as if a human is looking into, or as if any neighbor looking into the window and want to ask some question. So that is what is sun is doing. So I have given you information about figure of speech. Figure of speech, last time we have seen simile, metaphor. Now the next figure of speech is there, that is personification. Personification is the figure of speech where the human qualities are attributed to the non-living things. That is here sun. Sun is non-living thing, or that is what, non-human. But still the human qualities, like this is the human quality. If we are peeping through the window, this is what very annoying feeling. You cannot do that thing because it is not the standard behavior to look through the window or to peep through the window of anyone. Is that clear? But still the sun is there. Got it? Sun rays are everywhere. Is that clear? We cannot stop them. So imagination of the poet, that the sun came peeping in at every morning. Every morning he is visiting, and as if it is visiting and it is peeping through my window and waking me up. He never came a wink too soon. He was always on time, punctuality he was following, nor brought too long a day. Okay, I expected that time, oh, the day should be more enough, or the day should be long enough, but no longer days because of the spring season. Okay, then also I had to adjust, that was not brought too long a day, but now these days are longer for me. Childhood days, the days are very short for me because utilization of energy. That means every time we used to dance, mischievous activities, notorious nature, we used to dance, we used to wander here and there. That was activity. In that we forget the days, and now the days are not easily passing. Got it? But now I often wish the night had borne my breath away. That means here I had never woken up. Got it? That means I like to lie in passive life now. Got it? Because comparison. Active life, now passive life. Is that clear? I remember the same roses, the beautiful flowers in the garden, orchard. We used to jump, we used to climb on the trees, the roses, red and white, the violets, colorful violets, and the lily cups, small lily flowers cups. Those flowers made up of light, which gives us pleasure, that extremely beautiful because of the color, the smell, that those flowers made up of light. So the lilacs where the robin built, among the lilacs, robin bird, that robin, small bird, singing bird, it has built up the nest among that lilacs. And where my brother sat, means here where my brother once planted laburnum tree. Laburnum, the tree which has hanging bunches of yellow flowers. Hanging bunches, in that small bunch many flowers are there attached. So, the hanging one, is that clear? So, that flowers are there yellow color. In India also we are having laburnum. It is common species of the plant found in India, laburnum. So, on his birthday, to commemorate, to remember his birthday, he has planted one laburnum tree there. So, all these memories, these are the objects of memories which are giving me that sensation because when I see that beautiful flower or laburnum, immediately I recall my brother's birthday, how we enjoyed, how we spent that beautiful birthday because of the gifts, because of the confectionery, because of the cakes, pastries and all those things we are having. So, on his birthday, that is what sensation, laburnum, lilacs, all those things are there. So, the violets and the lily cups are there. So, these beautiful flowers, they have poured that colors in his life. Once they played important role for them, and today also they are there, but that sense is missing. The childhood memories that passed and now present one, that is what bitter life to have. Got it? So, the laburnum on his birthday, the tree is living yet. Today also it is standing, but that mischievous nature, it is missing. That quantity, that color, that grace of the flower, that enjoyment, everything, that fascination, everything is missing. Is that clear? Here we ends the first stanza. Okay? I hope you understand that. Okay? So, now moving forward towards the next stanza. I remember where I used to swing. Got it? And thought the air must rush as fresh to swallows on the wing. My spirit flew in feathers then, that is so heavy now. Got it? He is telling us, still I remember where I used to swing. I used to swing, yes, it is really fascinating for every child to have the swinging in the air with that rope, and especially in the company of nature when it is specially erected or built up on the branches of the huge tree. The full swing we are getting, the natural one. So, still remember that swing. So, that is childhood memory. But now, if we want to have the swing, we are feeling shy. That shamefulness that we are having, we don't want, because of somebody will laugh. You are not a child, how could you ride? How could you take that swing? So, in the park, you are prohibited if you are the old one. Got it? And thought the air must rush as fresh to swallows on the wing. And during that time, I thought how that air, the fresh air, gave that power to the swallows. That swallows, again another kind of a bird, to its wing. How beautifully, like of a swinging, that swallow bird taking a ride, flying in the air, that is what? Swallows on the wing, beautiful wing. And that power, that like a phoenix bird. So, that swallow is the bird which is flying high in the sky. So, during that time I wonder, I got surprised. I thought how that small bird getting the huge power, that stamina in the bird, in the wings, and getting the fresh air and moving here and there, flying in the air. Is that clear? So, and thought the air must rush as fresh to swallows on the wing. Got it? My spirit flew in feathers then. So, he was also the same feeling. I felt joyous at the smallest thing, that bird, small bird. But then also I used to dance. I want to fly. I wanted to fly during that time. This is so heavy now, but unfortunately now it is no more. The childhood memories are gone by. Now I could see the bird, but that feeling is not there, because I have learned that reality. I have learned the science behind that activity, why the bird is flying. Just because of that, that childhood ignorance, that childish ignorance vanished, now disappear, because I learned science, okay, the reality. So it is really it's important to lead life happily in the childhood days. So he is saying that that thought is now heavy one, because I have become heavy one. I could not fly because during that time I used to jump, climb, dance here and there, but now I am heavy because of the growing age. Is that clear? So that thought is also now heavy. Okay. And summer pools could hardly cool the fever on my brow. Fever on my brow. Again that summer pools, that slight rainfall, in that summer pools the water get filled, got it, and that water could hardly cool, that sprinkling hardly cool my fever. That means present worriedness, that present worries, anxiety, the tension, that could be hardly cooled or that could hardly removed by that summer pools. Summer pools, natural object, and fever on my brow, that worriedness, that worries, or we can say that the present condition, the bitter present or anxiety of the work, whatever that feeling could not be clear with that same feeling of summer pools, because summer pools today also we can see, but that sense is disappear. I could not use it, I could not enjoy that summer pools because of the fever on my eyebrows, that brows. Here exclamation, imagery is there, that imagination is that fever. Fever here, that anxiety or that responsibility, the feeling of responsibility. Is that clear? I remember the same thing, the 4 trees dark and high. Okay, the 4 trees dark and high, huge trees I used to see, got it. But again that curiosity to know why these trees are growing so high as if it is touching to the sky, got it, like of a skyscrapers, the huge building, these trees are growing and getting into the sky. So that was the wonder. I wanted to climb, but the huge tree, and I got that fear, oh no, I could get into the, if I am climbing up, I would get into the sky. That fear, and that one story of that, we used to think that the God reside in that. So maybe of the demons, maybe of monster, like of that feeling. So the 4 trees dark and high, the huge darkness because of that highness, that high trees. I used to think they are slender tops, slender, very thin tops. Got it? That 4 trees, particularly at bottom, it is broad and wide. As it is going up and up, it becomes narrow, shrinking on slender at the tops. Got it? Like of a Christmas tree, we are having that shape, that it got it, very high one. At the bottom, it is narrow. Sorry, at bottom it is wide, and as it is going into the height or the top, it is smaller. Is that clear? Slender tops. So I used to think that imagination, that thinking process, that why this tree has become too much high and reached to the top. It is where close against the sky. It is very near, close against the sky. It was my childish ignorance. Got it? It my childish ignorance. I did not know why such trees are going up in the sky, high up in the sky, to understand that the tree has reached to the sky. Got it? That thought I could not logic with. I could not imagine, or I could not have that logic why the height is too much, because I was child. But now this little joy vanished. Got it? This little joy, that ignorance, I wanted that same ignorance today also to enjoy. It is better not to know, but as the growing age, we have to know. Is that clear? But once we know, we want, erase that memories. Is that clear? If it is bitter, if it is not good, we will have that problem. Is that clear? So that is what tendency. But now this joy has vanished, because I have learned that I am not innocent. Today I am a responsible person to know that I am father from heaven. Father from heaven. Got it? Because of the distance between the fir tree and the sky, it is illusion. Got it? Just because of science, because of the reality, I understood there is no place for imagination. There is no way to the sky. Got it? It is what? Connection, but it is horizon. What we can say that? Horizon, where the sky meets to the earth. It is illusion. We cannot touch the sky there. As we go there, it is disappear. So it is what going on. To know that I am father off from heaven. Then when I was a boy, during that time I was a boy, I used to think, okay, I could go and jump and climb over the tree, climb on the tree and reach. But now that heaven have gone away. Got it? Heaven is now not here. Is that clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? I am asking. You can share in the chat box if you have the doubt in any stanza. I could explain. Atharv, any doubt? Vivek, Samruddhi, you need to send homework in time. Most of you not sending homework in time. Okay, on portal you have to send homework. Today also I will post some homework. Okay, you need to answer. Tomorrow only you need to submit. Is that clear? Homework on this poem. Do you have any doubt? Okay, most of the people are saying that no difficulty, no doubt, sir. Very good. Miss, you are getting my topic. Shrenik. Okay. Mayur, you are not punctual this time. You are not sending homework in time. Udayan, be regular for homework. Okay, any doubt? Bhumi, no doubt. Chirag, Pooja, Samiksha, Anushka. Okay, those question answers I will post in the portal only. Okay, in resources you need to copy those question answers. Okay, turn the page number 38 page number. Simile, within 5 minutes I will take this and we will finish the topic. Okay, simile is a figure of speech used to compare two things that have some similarity but are unlike each other. See that in this poem simile is also used. For example, last time I explained you, oh my love is like a red red rose, that Robert Burns poetic lines. Got it? In simile such as, like as, these words are used to compare the things. So here also the flower looked as bright as light. Got it? As bright as light comparison is made. Those flowers are looking like of a light. That means as bright as light. When we assign the qualities of a living thing to an inanimate object, it is known as personification. See that personification already I have given the example. The sun came peeping in at morn. Got it? That is what? Personification. Okay. So here I am going to stop. Next period is I think science. So sir will come. Okay. I will post today homework. Okay.
A very good morning all dear students. Okay, in last session we learned about the friction. We have taken some activities here. Okay, then I asked you that time question, okay, what is the cause for friction? Okay, many students wrote at that time also what is the cause of the friction, but now we will write on board. I will write the cause of the friction that you have to write in your notebook. Okay. The main cause is, okay, we know here this body is in contact here. You can see this duster in my hand here. There is a friction actually in between the palm of my hand and this duster here. Okay, and that friction is because of the interlocking between the two surfaces. That is the main cause for the friction here, that we have to write on board here. Okay. Then you have to write here next point, friction is caused by friction is caused by the irregularities on the two surfaces in contact. Okay, this is the main cause of the friction here. There is a interlocking in between the surfaces of the contact. Okay, when we see roughly here, the outside we cannot see here as a interlocking here, but if we take here microscopic view means we are taking microscope and we increase the magnification by 100 times or 1000 times, that time we can see the interlocking between the surfaces. If we take here down surface like this here, okay, this we are taking suppose here, and the upper surface also with this here, and whenever they are coming in contact with each other, that time this interlocking, or we are saying here irregularities here, they are locking actually. Therefore we are observing here friction whenever the body is moving. Simply we can take here book on a table, then we are pushing, then also we observe this interlocking. Okay, this is the main cause of the friction here. Okay, these points you have to write in your notebook. Okay, next there is another function here for this friction here, another cause for the friction. Okay, whenever we are taking here heavy weight object, if we are applying more force, or if we are taking a heavy weight object, then also friction increases. That is the second thing we can say here. Okay, generally we observe, okay, if we are pulling any cloth, or if we are pulling bigger curtain or that type of thing, okay, then if we are taking without anything, then easily we can pull that particular curtain, or we can say the rough the cloth actually. Generally when you are playing, that time you do that activities, but suppose another person seated on that, okay, then what will happen? It is very very difficult to pull it out because friction will increase in that case. Okay. Okay, these are the two causes for the friction. It does not depend on how much just area in the contact here. It is not depend on that. Depend on the what type of surface is there, how much interlocking will be there. Depend on that. and how much weight of that particular object depend on that also. These are the two causes for the friction. Okay, these you have to write in your notebook. Okay, now we'll go to next point here. Okay, this is all about our friction, 8 causes. Okay, then next thing will go here. Okay, we can do various activities for these. This is the reason, and this is actually on the basis of our observation. How do we observe? It totally depend on our observation, and then we are saying here these are the causes for the friction. Okay, then we'll see here types of frictions. There are various types of frictions available. Okay, we'll go one by one. Actually here we'll discuss only 3 types of frictions. Yeah, you have to draw these diagram also in your notebook. Okay, these are our interlocking, we can say here. Interlocking in between the two surfaces. And physics, whenever if we able to draw diagrams actually in physics, that will be very nice actually. Means you are understanding the concepts. Okay, on that basis only you are able to draw the diagrams. Okay, few diagrams will not be in your book also. If you are able to draw, that will be very nice actually. Okay, then next we'll write here types of friction. This will take here types of friction. Types of friction. Okay, if you are taking suppose object, okay, over any surface actually, and then if we try to apply force on that, but due to interlocking, our force will not be enough to push that object or move to that object. In that case, that type of friction we are saying is static friction. Means we are applying force, but still that object is not moving. Okay, in that case we are saying here static friction. Type of first friction is static friction. Static friction. Okay, in static friction, okay, body will not move at all. That we are saying here static friction. Okay, we can say here okay, you have to remember only name of this friction. Then we can write here a few examples for the static friction, no need of any definition. Okay, here you have to remember only, okay, in static friction interlocking is very high, therefore it will not overcome it, means body will not move at all. That time we are saying static friction. Okay, we will see here few examples for the static friction. Examples. Okay, first example here. Okay, you can write here n number of examples for these static friction. Okay, we will write here first one, pushing a boulder, pushing a boulder, pushing a boulder, B-O-U-L-D-R, on the ground, on the ground. Okay, this is the first example for the static friction. Okay, pushing, you know, okay, what is the meaning of this boulder? Can you write in chat box? Yeah, what is the meaning of boulder? Okay, paper pattern I will discuss in last 5 minutes, okay, today. Yeah, correct. Athvaro wrote here big stone. Boulder means actually very, very big stone. Okay, when we try to push that boulder, that time it will not move at all. Means in that case, we are saying there is a static friction in between the boulder and the ground. Okay. Then next example we can write here, that always we do, pushing a wall. We try to push wall many times. Pushing a wall. Okay, when I try to push a wall, okay, behind this board there is a wall. If I try to push here very hard also, then still it will not move. Then we can say there is also static friction is in between this wall and its surface. Okay, then we can say here pushing against the pedals of a bicycle, that also we can say here static friction. Okay, these two examples are enough for the static friction. The next friction, there's a next type is here sliding friction. Sometimes we can say that is a kinetic friction also, means the body will move on other surface, it will come in motion. That time we are saying the sliding friction. Sliding friction. Sliding friction here. Okay, sliding friction means we are applying sufficient force on the object, then it will move. Okay, that time the static friction will not be there, that time it will be sliding friction, means easily that object will move on other surface here. Okay, then we'll write here few examples for the sliding friction. Can you write that sliding friction examples?
Based on that, I have given that one homework. Only 6 of you.
You can write here few examples for sliding friction. Okay.
There is a problem.
Write it.
When you pushed, you are not. For example, the word was cheese.
At least write any 2 examples for the sliding friction.
While explaining, I told you what do you mean by uncountable? A noun, object, a thing that we are unable to count into the number.
Okay, I'll write here one, a downhill skier, that we can say here. In that case, there will be static sliding friction. A downhill skier.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that we can say here. Then okay, next we can say here, okay, pulling open a dresser drawer, that also we can say here sliding friction. Or ice skate we can take here, or ironing a shirt, that also we can say here this sliding friction. Most common will take here, that second one, ice skate, or we can say here ironing a shirt or pant. Okay, in static friction, suppose we are taking, this is the surface, we are taking object, then we are applying force on it, but it will not move here. But in sliding friction, if we are applying here more force, then this body will come in motion. That time we are taking that as a sliding friction. Then we'll take here next type of friction, that is third one we'll say here. Third one rolling friction. Third one is rolling friction. Rolling friction. Okay, can you write few examples for this rolling friction? Rolling friction. We also will try to write 2 examples, but before that, what is the rolling friction here? Okay, rolling friction is a force that shows down the motion of a rolling object. And generally, we are taking tires of the vehicle, that gives us rolling friction. Okay. Can you write here few examples? Yes, correct. Samruddhi wrote here vehicles, that is correct here. Bhumi also wrote here correct. Vehicles. Okay, many of you are riding bicycle. Have you observed the bicycle chain? In that also we are taking the rolling friction. Or we can say here roller skates circling a ring. In that also we can take here rolling friction, or we can say ball bearing in a spinning hub. That is also a rolling friction. Okay, I'll write here 2 examples. The first one will take here a bicycle chain. Okay, we'll take here bicycle. A bicycle chain. That is for the rolling friction. And second one we can take here. Okay, ball bearing. Ball bearing. Ball bearing. Okay, these 2 examples we can take here for rolling friction. Okay, these are the 3 types of the friction. First one static friction, second one sliding friction, and third one we are taking here rolling friction. Okay, then after this we have to study the applications or benefits of the friction, and then after that we have to learn the disadvantages of the friction. Okay, these things we have to learn here now. Okay, we are saying here friction is a necessary evil. Evil means actually bad we are taking, but this is actually necessary to live our life. Without friction even we cannot live, but in certain condition we are getting some advantages, in certain conditions we are getting drawbacks also of this friction. Okay, we know here since 4-5 day continuous it is raining actually. We are saying that is evil, but rain is very important for us. Okay, suppose sometime we are thinking about ourselves only, it is difficult to go outside, move around due to corona, we are sitting at home also, but sometime for important thing we need to go out, but due to rain sometime we cannot go. We are saying that is the evil, but that is also very necessary. Okay, here we'll take some advantages of friction. Okay, can you write here few advantages where generally we use friction? What are the advantages of friction? That will take, first we'll take positive thing, that is our advantages. Okay, so we'll write here advantages of friction. Okay, first we'll discuss that. Yeah, due to friction we are able to walk. Without friction it is not possible to walk on any surface. Okay, but if surface is very just suppose weight we can say here, then it is not possible to walk on that surface, it is slip out actually, we will not able to walk on that. Okay, then I am writing on the board, that is also possible because of the friction only. Okay, these are few advantages of the friction. Okay, in more detail, a few more examples will take in next session. One more advantage actually. Okay, due to friction only we can able to fix the nail in the wall. Here I brought this punch here. Okay, easily there is a friction, therefore we cannot we can fix the nail in the wall, this type of wall. Here the surface is very soft here. It is very easy to fix it and it is very easy to take it out. But when we are taking as a nail inside the wall here, just you can see here, if okay, that is this friction will be very high. To overcome this friction we need to use the hammer, and with the help of hammer we apply here force and we fix the nails here. Okay, we'll go in more detail about the these advantages and disadvantages of friction next time. Okay, paper pattern will be that paper pattern I will discuss with Yogesh sir, and we will give you pattern and we'll upload on the portal actually. Okay, we'll decide today what is the pattern for your this mid term exam, and then we will upload on that. Okay, on portal, on WhatsApp also we will upload that. Okay, you know, I think syllabus for this midterm exam. Okay, from the physics part, the first chapter will be there. What is our first chapter? Force and pressure. On that basis question will come. Okay, I will discuss with sir and I will give you full pattern. Okay, with this we will stop here, and today's homework, you have to write on page cause for the friction and types of the frictions with the examples, and that homework you have to upload on our portal. I will make one just we are saying at the place of that homework and assignment, in that I will make one folder. In that only you have to apply, you have to upload your homework. Okay, with this we will stop here. Thank you very much and have a nice day ahead.